Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I am bringing you my very first book haul of 2021. Now I have been consolidating these books, or collecting these books should I say, since Christmas. So some of these are actually Christmas presents that were sent to me. They were included in vlogs. I'm pretty sure I filmed every single one of these books coming through in a vlog, or it's in a specific video, because I am going to be including my books from my subscription boxes as well in this video. So every book has been mentioned, everyone has been thanked already. I'm going to re-thank people anyways. There are 36 books here in front of me, piled up in a bit of a mess on my bed, if I'm honest. I feel very lucky. I have got a large number of books that were gifted to me by some amazing people. I've also got a couple of arcs on here from some amazing authors, so I will talk through all of that as I get to it. But let's just start off with the books that I got from my book boxes from December and January. So December, Fairy Loot, we got this one, which is Year of the Reaper by Michaela Lucia, and we also got this as a second book, which is The Coldest Touch by Isabel Sterling. I go through a really in-depth explanation and read what both these books are about. I will also link them down below for you, but yeah, I go through everything with this with my book box battles videos, so I will link December up here for you. And I'll show you what I got from Illumicrate as well, because that one is just incredible. And then the Illumicrate December book was this one, which is A Marvellous Light by Freya Marske. And the best thing about this is that it's acetate, so I'll give you a bit of a sneak preview. Like, this is all acetate, and then it's just printed onto the hardcover as well. But again, I will have linked the December book box battle so you can find out what these books are about exactly, and I'll show you like all the in-depth special edition features about all the books as well. And I will link the actual books down below so you can check them out as well. Because if I read the description of every single book that I'm going to tell you about now, we will be here for hours. And I don't want to do that. And then January's book box battles, which has only just gone up recently, I will link that up here for you. This was our Fairy Loot pick, which is Only a Monster. I think it's literally called Only a Monster. Yeah, it is, by Vanessa Len. It's just a little bit confusing because it says Can Kill a Hero right underneath. So, you know, this is absolutely stunning. Sneak peek. But again, yeah, check out the video that I'll have linked up above for you, just to have a look at the ins and outs and what I actually got in the boxes as well, because the boxes are always pretty good and I love unboxing them. And then January was actually a 2-book month for Illumicrate, so we got this Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi, which is her brand new, newest release. Obviously, it's in a book box, but they've completely redesigned the cover. It is a naked hardback. It's stunning. And we also got this, which is The Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman, and both of these sound incredible. Abby from Abbey of Pelennor has told me I have to read this soon, so I am going to try and fit this into my TBR for March, hopefully, and we'll see what happens there. But again, 2 very stunning and strong picks for the month of January from Illumicrate. So let's go on to the books that I've actually bought myself. So only one of these was a book that I didn't pre-order, but I ordered it with a pre-order, if that makes any sense. But the rest of them are either special editions or, yeah, pre-orders. So let's get started. So first up, I had to get this, which is Illborn by Daniel T. Jackson. Again, yes, I'm yet to read this, but the Broken Binding, which is where I got this from, very great independent bookstore. I'll link it down below for you so you can check it out if you haven't already, because I talk about it a lot, I think. But they had a signing day in December, I think, for this author, and I was like, oh, I really want a signed edition of this book. I've seen it everywhere. I know people are really enjoying it. It's getting a lot of traction and hype, and it's huge. So I haven't actually signed it yet, but I put on my description that I wanted just a quote, because I'm not always I don't know, when I feel like when I know an author, I'm more than happy for them to obviously like say it's me and say to me. I've got a book actually in this pile from an author which I got at the end of last year, which is addressed to me, but I've spoken to the author quite a lot, so I find that when I go to like signings and that sort of stuff, I would love for it to say my name. But if I haven't met them and I'm just getting like a signed edition, I quite like the idea of an author putting their favourite quote, or like just a good quote, in the front, and that's what I got. So it's just here, and it says devotion, sacrifice, salvation, and it was signed. And then the sad thing was, well, it's not sad, but basically at the start of this year they did another round of signings, and you could have got a special edition bookmark, which is so cool. And I actually love collecting the broken bindings, like special edition bookmarks. I think they're so cool, which is actually why, another reason why I chose them to order through for The Hunger of the Gods by John Gwynne, which is coming out later this year, because they do like special edition bookmarks for that. So a little bit sad that I missed out on that, but love the fact that I got a signed edition anyways. So cannot wait to eventually get to this. I haven't managed to get to this just yet, but I'm hoping when things finally start to settle down, which I think, fingers crossed, they're going to, for one reason or another, I will start delving back into my massive fantasy books. So hopefully it's not going to be too long until I manage to pick this one up. Then we have an actually completed duology. So first off is this, which is The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood. So this is the one book in this pile that I did not pre-order. I ordered this with the hope of reading this before the sequel came out. Obviously I haven't done that, and I now have the sequel, which is The Thousand Eyes, and this released on the 17th of Feb, so only recently, but I'm still yet to pick up the first one. They're not even that big and scary, I just haven't picked them up just yet for whatever reason, so hopefully, again, these are ones I'm going to get to soon, and they sound great. And this was as are many of these books actually, a recommendation from the lovely Anthony, so thank you so much. Then I have another recent release that also released on the 17th of February, and that is Age of Ash by Daniel Abraham. So he's the co-author of The Expanse. I have not read The Expanse, so I'm not 100% sure what The Expanse is. Oh, Leviathan Wakes. That is one that's actually on my radar to try and get into, so that's pretty cool. This is the first book in a new trilogy that he is writing by himself, and it's got George R. Martin on the back. He literally says everything I look for in a fantasy, and if that doesn't sell you on a book, I don't know what will. This just sounds incredible for what it is. I'm looking forward to finally getting to this, and I'm sure I will get to it very soon. I also have a book that hasn't even released yet as of when I'm filming this. So this book actually releases on the 23rd, 24th of Feb, and that is The Justice of Kings by Richard Swann. Yes, I have the ARC. No, I've not read the ARC. I'm behind on everything, but that's fine. Sometimes life happens, and that is just kind of what's happening to me. Just I've got a lot going on in my head, so it's very hard for me to sit down and read, but hopefully it won't be going on for too long. So yes, Justice of Kings, I have already spoken about this many a time and what it's about. Cannot wait to actually just delve in and read it. Maybe I'm going to try and plan this into my March TBR, because I have also found that I really suck at mood reading. I need prompts to tick off. Who knew that? Actually, I did, but yeah. So yes, this is one that I'm going to try and slot into my March TBR. Hopefully I can do it, and hopefully I can get to it. So stay tuned for reading and review and all sorts of fun stuff. So the next book I have to show you, I have already shown you a version of it, but it is this, which is Of Darkness and Light by Ryan Carhill. If you've been watching me for a while, I was very lucky to be sent an actual ARC copy, like a physical ARC. You would have seen that I was actually very kindly sent a physical ARC of this book, as well as the e-ARC that I think everyone that said they were interested got, which is really, really cool. I still haven't read it. Again, I'm really sorry, Ryan. I will get to it. I promise. I will get to it. I'm getting there. But this book is fantastic. I have to show you this. Like, for an indie author, what? Like, this is incredible. It's under the dust jacket. It's absolutely stunning. I've also got a signed tip-in page, and I got number 7. Like, what? That's so cool. I love this. This series is fantastic. The first 2 books are actually a 5-star for me, so if you haven't already checked them out, I don't know why, because I talk about them all the time, so maybe you should. And I will obviously give you a review of this when I finish it, but what I've read so far is fantastic, and I'm kind of swapping between my physical arc and my e-arc because I sometimes read it at work when it's a slower day. So yeah, I will give you a full rundown of my thoughts when I finish it. I also have a plan for something exciting that I want to do for my channel, but I'm not sure. Gotta do some planning. Gotta have some time to do some planning. But I'm excited about it. So hopefully that comes to fruition. And yeah, I don't know. We shall see. But this is this, and I will finish it, and I will have my heart broken. I then bought the Monarchs by Cass Morgan and Daniel Paige, which is the sequel to the Ravens. I was very sad that Illumicrate didn't actually do a matching edition. They could have done such a great colour with this orange for sprayed edges. It would have been amazing, but they didn't do it for whatever reason, which makes me really sad. So I have a fancy special edition for the first book and standard edition for the sequel. I'll get over it, it's fine. Maybe it's because it didn't, I don't know, did it not get enough hype? Is there like, I completely understand that they can only do so many sequels for so many books because obviously it's pricey, it's time consuming, there's a lot of things going on in the book world, I'm pretty sure. Not sure if we're still in a paper shortage, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on. But the one book that comes out that's actually orange and I could have orange spread edges, you know? Like, my favourite colour is orange. Don't know if you know that about me, but it is. So that would have been so pretty. But anyways, I'm looking forward to getting to this. I can actually binge the 2 books now, and I did have a plan to do that. I might save these again for spooky season, if I'm completely honest, and just try and read them both then, because it's like witchy, dark academia, sorority kind of vibes, and it's definitely spooky season, so maybe we'll do that. I'm not too sure, but I am glad that I did manage to get a hardcover edition to go with the Ravens. We're on to the final 2 books I actually bought myself, one being Our Violin Ends by Chloe Gong. This is the sequel in the duology, final instalment of this 1920s retelling of Romeo and Juliet set in Shanghai. It wasn't everything I wanted. First book was 3 stars. Had a sad start to this one because I've got 2 copies of this now because this is absolutely kind of battered. Don't know if yeah, there you go. So that's actually ripped, but it's actually ripped the hardcover as well underneath. And then when the second one turned up, that's also damaged, just not this visibly damaged. So I'm just dealing with it because I don't want to keep going back and being like, well, and that seems to happen to, I've seen that happen to a few people. I just don't want that hassle. Not that fast. So yeah, I now have 2 copies of this. Both are damaged. Hopefully I'm liking the sequel better. We'll find out. And finally, the last book that I bought myself was Kingdom of the Curse, which is the sequel to Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. I loved the first book. I listened to it audibly. I was thinking about reading this physically, but the more that I drive, the less I want to do that. Just purely for ease. I am actually loving audiobooks now. I absolutely love them. I find that it makes my journey so much more enjoyable. I find that I actually pick up so many details in the car because I'm driving at the same time. And the only thing I miss is that I am a sort of person that when I see something or I read something that I don't remember or I can't really understand, I do like to flip back and kind of reread certain things. I think it's just my memory for a lot of the time. I can't do that with an audiobook, so that's my only downside. So I do feel like I miss a couple of things, but I'm actually really enjoying them. It's quite nice, and it's nice to sit in my room and do different things and have an audiobook on or something like that if I don't feel like watching like YouTube or TV. It's quite a nice change, so that's pretty cool. Loving this edition. It's the pretty edition from Fairy Loot. I believe this is going to be a trilogy, so we've got 1 more book to come. And I feel like the name has already been released, but it is currently escaping my mind, so I don't know what it is. So this, again, is one I really need to get to soon. I just haven't got there yet. So hopefully soon we'll read this. Now, we are on to books that I have been very kindly sent from you guys and from authors. There's actually a publisher in here as well, which is bonkers. So I'm gonna start with the books that I got from the lovely Rajan. I don't know what I've done. I honestly do not. But I'm always grateful for anyone who sends me anything. But you have honestly, like, I don't know what I've done. I'm very grateful. I am so thankful that you watch my videos. And I'm going to show you what they got me. It's a big pile. I'm feeling very lucky and very spoiled. This is over the span of like 2 months. But still, you never have to feel like you have to buy me anything, ever. I'll just show you what they got me. So I'm not going to go in like time order as to when these got sent. I think they are roughly, but yeah, just in case I model some up. So the first ones I'm going to show you are the final 3 books. I own Malice myself. I bought it, I started it, I have put it down since because I just had left it for too long, so I wanted to restart. And they have very kindly sent me the other 3 books in the series, in the quartet, which is incredible. So this is Valor, Ruin and Wrath by John Gwynne. And I have also got, what other books have I got from him on my, as in John Gwynne? I have also got The Shadow of the Gods, which is his newest release. And I've pre-ordered The Hunger of the Gods and I can't wait for them as well. They sound great. I need to do a John Gwynne binge, apparently, because I own the books. So these are first 3. They also finished off my Mistborn trilogy with The Well of Ascension and Hero of Ages, which is books 2 and 3. Again, I already owned book 1, so these were just on my wish list because I was meant to buddy read the first one with Kate, and I haven't even started. So Kate, as always, I'm forever sorry. But by now you know what I'm like, so I can actually, you know, hopefully rattle through these when I start falling in love with massive chunky books again, which hopefully won't be too long to go. There's still more. They also sent me, these are definitely not in the right order, but Ship of Magic, The Mad Ship and Ship of Destiny, which is the second trilogy in the Robin Hobb kind of thing. I already own the first series, which is the Farseer trilogy. Assassin's Apprentice, Royal Assassin, Assassin's Quest. Already own them. So they very kindly got me this for when I managed to get past that series and I can carry on. Just a few more. They also got me the series after that. I think this is the Tawny Mann trilogy. Yes, it is, which is Fool's Errand, The Golden Fool and Fool's Fate, which is the trilogy after the Ship of Magic trilogy. And finally, they also got me this, which is The Desert Prince by Peter V. Brett, which is a book I've been meaning to get to for the longest time. I've seen it everywhere. I wanted to try it, and then I was given some very good advice that I need to read. I think it's The Painted Man is the trilogy beforehand. So I have ordered the, yeah, it is The Painted Man. I have ordered that, but unfortunately I kind of done goofed a little bit because I ordered it through the broken binding with my pre-order of The Hunger of the Gods. So it's not going to ship until my pre-order ships. Completely fine, happy to wait. Don't really have space on my TBR for it right now anyways, so when that eventually turns up I'll be able to read that series and then I'll be able to get onto this. So there you go, that is the last book that Rajan got me and I am, like I said, beyond grateful. I don't know what I've done, but thank you so much. You absolutely spoil me, you do not have to. Oh, so many fantastic books that I now need to get to. I then received these from my lovely friend Kate, who I buddy read like everything with and constantly seem to fail at. So again, really sorry Kate. But she got me Gearbreakers and The Rage of Dragons for Christmas. So thank you once again, Kate. You did not have to. You absolutely spoil me. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to get to both of these. I know you want to you mentioned buddy reading this, so maybe or both, so you know that'd be quite cool. But I don't know if you've already surpassed me with that because my reading has been awful recently. But thank you, Kate. I love them, and I can't wait to get to these as well. And then my final 2 books that I was gifted from you guys were these two, which is the Renegades and Arch Enemies by Marissa Mayer, which are books 1 and 2 in this trilogy. There's just one left. I've read Renegades a couple of times. I have enjoyed it. I want to carry on with the series. I believe I gave the first book 3 stars, and yeah, I do need to carry this on. I keep meaning to get this from my library so I can listen to it audibly, and then for one reason or another, like, it'll expire or something because I haven't got to it just yet, so that's completely fine. I do plan on finishing this trilogy off this year. Actually, it's one of the ones I do want to cross off my list because it's YA, so it shouldn't be too hard. But yes, thank you so much, Noelle, for these. I'm pretty sure they were Christmas presents. I did mention it in my vlog when, yes, they were. I did mention it in my vlog when she sent them, and I'm mentioning it again, so thank you so, so much. I was then sent this beast of a book because I won it on a Twitter giveaway, and it took a little while to get here because I did not actually realise it was coming from America, but that is this. This is Wraithblade by S.M. Boyce, which is book 1 in the Wraithblade saga, which is pretty cool. It is huge. It sounds great. This cover is insane. Like, look at this. How incredible is that? Wow. I am a little bit worried though, because I won this from America and this book is huge, if I'll be able to actually find matching editions in this country, or if I'm going to have to order them from America when I eventually get to them. But obviously I need to read it before we get to that point. So I love that feeling you get when you get tagged in like something random on Twitter and it's a competition that you've actually entered and you've managed to win. Like, it's so cool. I love this community for the amount of giveaways that they do, especially for like new and upcoming authors, or just like on book tours and stuff. I love getting involved as well. Even if you don't win, like, it's just really fun, and I love supporting authors that way as well because they get a boost because you're obviously retweeting stuff. So that's pretty cool. And when you get sent a free book, sometimes it just makes the feeling even warmer and fuzzier, if that's a phrase. Got only like 4 more books left, guys. This is a long one. So this book was actually sent to me by a publisher. Like, what? So I was very kindly asked if I wanted to review a copy of The Fallen Star by Claudia Gray, which is part of Star Wars: The High Republic. What? I didn't check, and I was just like, yes, because I saw Star Wars. And it's actually the 3rd book, so I'm going to Amazon the first 2 and read them, and then get to this. But that's completely fine. Like, it's so cool. So I got given this, and I was also very kindly sent an audiobook, which I just need to download Google for, because it's like the Google store or something. I don't know. But I need to download it. I can get it on my iPhone, completely fine. But I'm really hyped about this. Like, I have grown up with Star Wars my entire life. I'm a really big Star Wars fan, and to be asked to review, and like, I got one of the pamphlets that, like, you know, you see all these big booktubers and influencers get with information. Does this mean I've made it? I'm not too sure, but it's pretty cool. I screamed about it for a little while, and I sent a screenshot to Jack and to my mum. Honestly, it's the little things. Honestly, it is. So yeah, very excited to get to this. I love Star Wars. Cannot wait to read the first 2 as well. So yeah, we'll see when I get to this one too. Final 3 books that were sent to me, until I kind of backtrack a little bit because I've forgotten to talk about one book, but that's fine. So first up, I've already read these next 2 that I'm going to talk to you about. First up is Paladin Unbound by Jeffrey Spate. 4 stars. I loved this book. I was very kindly sent this from America, again from Jeff. I have listened to the audiobook as well, which I was very kindly gifted. I did really enjoy it. I have already said in past videos that I plan to reread this book physically when the sequel comes out, and we are not sure when the date is for the sequel yet, but that's pretty cool. We know there's going to be a sequel now. The title's been announced. It's really, really cool. I think it's fantastic for Jeff. This is so cool. If you love D&D as well, get straight in this because it's amazing. If you don't really care about D&D, or you don't know a lot about D&D, that's the category I fit into. I still loved this. I thought it was really good. I love the story, I love the quest element, I love our main character, who is a half orc called Umra, who has got like this deep hidden secret that no one knows about, and then one day he lets it out and we learn about this secret as we go on. Very excited to learn more about it as well. Great book, 4 stars, definitely check it out, whether or not you're fussed on D&D. Then we have this, Cold from the North by D.W. Ross. I love this, again, 4 stars, very strong start to a series. He has announced the 3rd and final book, so we have got Cold from the North, that is book 1. We are starting off our journey, we are meeting our characters, we are learning things about this world, which is great. Then we have book 2, which is The Darkest Dusk, and I don't know what happens in that. I'm getting there. Well, I will get to the sequel. I am so excited for the sequel. And then the 3rd book is coming out, I believe, in June 2022. And he has just released the title. And the 3rd book is The Fury of Fate. Now, doesn't that title just make you think you're going to actually cry and have your heart broken and ripped out of your chest? Because that's how it makes me feel. So, cannot wait to get to the next 2. Oh, so excited. So excited. Sounds great. Can't wait. Love this. Check it out. Very Norse inspired, definitely. I get like really strong Viking vibes that kind of turn into... yeah, very strong Viking vibes. Check it out. And then the final book that I was very kindly sent from another author is this. This is Guzzle, and it is written by I Anonymous. This is coming out in March. I'm pretty sure it's coming out in March. I am going to be reading this very soon, and I will be doing a review. I've got high hopes for this book, and I have seen some very good reviews for it, so again, very, very high hopes. There's a dragon in here, which is basically what the author says is their selling point, which I can understand because having read a taster chapter, Guzzle definitely draws you in, and I want to know more, so cannot wait to see what I actually think of this. And then the final book that I actually just need to mention is House of Sky and Breath, which I'll add a photo here because it's actually on the floor, but because I'm reading it I haven't got the dust jacket on it and I can't get to it because next door is chaos. So yes, I've also got this, I've already started reading it, cannot wait, loving it so far. Love that we have got certain characters back, we're seeing a lot of characters return, loving the dynamics. There's going to be some stuff. I've seen already, people have read it and done specialised vlogs to it and all sorts. I'm not that sort of person. I do not think I could, I don't know, maybe if I had a little bit more time to just sit and read, maybe if I was working from home again, I could actually do like dedicated book vlogs, but currently I also don't like to rush reading new releases as soon as they come out. So that's just me personally. I like taking my time. I don't want to be trying to like beat anything. But yeah, so that is the last book. So that actually means there's not 36 books in this haul. There are 37. And I actually think this is my biggest ever haul that I have filmed for this channel. So, you know, there we go. I've run out. So there you go. I have actually run out of room on my bookshelves because I keep buying books, but I also am very lucky and get sent books from you lovely people and from amazing authors and apparently now publishers. Like, what? But yeah, how cool. So this is my haul. There's a lot of books here. I will get around to reading them at some point, I'm sure. I just need to find homes for everyone now, so that these bookcases don't fall over, but I'm sure I can do that. So there you go, that is the end of this haul. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment below of the last book that you bought yourself or received, whatever, just let me know. If you just want to leave me an emoji instead of a comment, just leave me the book stack emoji, because that is what this is. And if you want to see more of me, see more of the content that I make, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I currently upload on a Wednesday and on a Sunday, so be sure to stick around for more bookish content from me. But otherwise, that's everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.